All right. Good morning, everybody. Let's give a hand to the band. They're amazing, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So today, maybe I should introduce myself. Name's Naokimi Ushiroda. I'm currently serving as the CARP president. It's yeah, you can clap for that. It's an organization, a student organization, where our main focus is to empower students to live awesome lives. Okay, so that's what we're doing, and also I'm an aspiring professional speaker and coach, and soon to be author. Okay, so I'm very excited about that. Thank you. So today, what I wanted to share about is actually a little bit different than what I was asked to share about. So I was gonna, they asked me to share about gratitude, and I was reflecting on it. It was Thanksgiving and all that kind of stuff, and I realized, it's not so easy being grateful. So today I want to talk about why it's so darn difficult to be grateful. Okay? And then maybe a few tips on how to address those things. So Justin gave us a moment earlier today to reflect on the last time that we felt grateful. And I was reflecting on it and really thought deeply and hard, and then a moment did come. So I wanted to share that with you. It was actually about 2 years ago. Okay, it's not that I don't feel like thankful for 2 years, but I'm just saying the moment that I remembered was 2 years ago. And I had got into a fight with my wife, and I was actually on the couch for like 3 days, actually. So I was on the couch, and then on the third night, my daughter, at that time she was about 4 years old, she walked up to me at night, and she asked me a question. She was like, "Papa, why are you sleeping on the couch?" I'm like, well, it's complicated. But then, she really loved sleeping with us, and especially with my wife. So I knew that she enjoyed, and she was actually the past 2 days she was sleeping with my wife in her bed. And then she, being intuitive, she was like, "Papa, you should sleep with Mama." And I was like, okay. Yeah, it's not really fully my choice, but anyway, yeah, okay. And then she was like, "Papa, I'll sleep in my own bed so that you can sleep with Mama." Yeah, let's clap for that. Anyway, I really felt not just her love, but also I actually felt God loving me through my daughter in that moment. So it got me thinking, if it takes me 2 years, going back 2 years, to think of moments where I'm thankful for, there must be something wrong with me, right? I'm supposed to be this inspiring, empowering person, but why is it so difficult to be grateful? And I noticed that many times we do tend to feel grateful when we're in a time of need. Either when we're desperate or we're hurting and we really can appreciate someone's help. And many times in our life, we're not in that kind of situation. I'm going to share with you 3 points or 3 challenges of being grateful. The first is really that many times we're too self-reliant. Anyone can relate with that? Okay. I know we're tough, we're independent, this is America, I can do this all by myself. I'm like this goal-setting guru, for those that know me. The book that I'm writing is on goal setting, okay? So I'm all about setting and achieving your goal and being able to create whatever you want in your life. The challenge is, when I'm so self-driven and motivated, it's hard to be in a situation where you need help from others. Does this make sense? Yeah. So, one suggestion, one tip that I found to be useful is to actually set goals for yourself where you cannot accomplish by yourself. Where you need the help of others. In fact, you might even need the help of God to accomplish. by setting goals that are reach goals, you're putting yourself in a situation where you need to ask for help. And when you do that, then there's much more opportunity for you to express and feel gratitude. Okay, so recently I've been really setting reach goals. Even becoming an author is not an easy thing, but I've been actually asking for more help in order to achieve these kind of larger goals, and I've been finding myself naturally more grateful for the help that I'm receiving. Second challenge to being grateful is we tend to take things for granted. Okay, especially things that we already have. Case in point, I recently attended a coaching program, and one of the main points that I got out of it was the value of validation. Okay, what validation is simply, it's about acknowledging someone's feelings and saying that it's normal and okay that they feel that way, even if you disagree with it. Okay? So it's a kind of a particular skill that they taught and I learned, and I was like, wow, this is pretty amazing. I could actually acknowledge someone without agreeing with them. This is brilliant, right? So, for those who have spouses, you know how valuable this could be. But anyway, so I went back and I actually tried to practice it, and one thing that dawned upon me, which was kind of a shocker, was that I don't think I've ever, before then, validated my wife's feelings. Since I'm such a, problem-solving kind of guy, it's almost like every time she expressed some kind of stress, or I'd be like, oh, you know what? Don't worry about that. Or, you know what? You should do this and this and this, and set this goal and that goal, and you'd be fine, right? But that's not what she wanted. That's not what she needed. What she needed was for me to simply say, so I'm hearing that you feel stressed. And it's completely normal for you to be feeling that way because you're organizing Thanksgiving dinner and our in-laws are coming, and I can see why you're feeling that way. Instead of, don't worry about it, just take off a day and focus on cooking on Wednesday. Anyway, I learned my lesson. So, point is, many times we take things for granted. And one tip to help address that is take a moment to reflect and acknowledge appreciation for someone. Something that we recently started in our family was over dinner, we actually go around, each of us, and I ask the question to my kids and my wife, what's one thing you can appreciate today? And usually they race and say, oh, I appreciate Mama and Papa for making dinner for us today. It's like almost a race, right? Because they know that's the easy answer. But even that, my wife actually feels acknowledged, and I can tangibly see her like feeling loved through that acknowledgement from the kids, and it actually creates a very wonderful atmosphere. So whether it be a gratitude journal that you do at night or an appreciation campaign, setting a regular time for you to just acknowledge and appreciate somebody, it's a great way to avoid taking things for granted. Okay? And the third challenge that I noticed myself and others having in terms of gratitude or feeling grateful is that we're too busy giving love to others. And we're terrible at receiving love. Anyone know those people that, they're just always serving, always giving, and then when you try to give back to them, they're like, oh, no, it's okay. Basically all Japanese people. My mom's like this, she's always washing dishes and she's always cleaning up. Case in point, Thanksgiving dinner. We're all supposed to be enjoying each other's company. We're about to start the meal, and where's my mom? She's in the kitchen washing dishes before we finish the meal. Right? So we're like, Mom, get over here. We're having Thanksgiving dinner. So Point is, many times we tend to serve and give without taking the time to receive love for ourselves. And when we don't do that, it's really hard to feel grateful if you're feeling, oh, I'm always giving to other people. So it's important to take the moment to understand what you need to feel loved and to ask for it. You know, kids are great at this. Like my daughter, every time I go traveling for a conference or event or whatnot, she's like, Papa, remember to get a gift. And, you know, it's like, as a dad, I just can't help it. I'm like, okay, I gotta get her something, right? And for my son, he has just two things he needs: video games and candy, okay? So, but they know exactly what they want, what they need in order to feel loved, and they ask for it. Many times as we grow up, we forget that childlike attitude of asking for things we want, because we think it's too selfish, or it's too self-centered, or we don't want to bother other people. But the point is, we're all children, right? Are we not? We're all children of somebody, of God. If we want to grow our hearts, we need to receive love. We need to ask for the things that help us feel loved. And that's okay. And we need to get good at relearning how to ask for the things that we need. So in summary, you know, the three challenges that I noticed that people have sometimes, we're too self-reliant, and you know, address those things. Let's take a moment. Set goals where you need to ask for help from others. You know, make sure you take a moment to know what you need to feel loved. For me, it's have you guys heard of the love languages? 5 love. You should read the book on love languages, the 5 love languages. Find out how you best feel loved. For me, it's physical touch and praise. And so, for me, I need to ask my wife sometimes, like, can I get a massage? I'll give you one first. No. Or if it's praise, I actually ask for feedback from people. How was the talk? So on and so forth. So whatever it is that helps you feel loved, get good at asking for it. So by doing those things, we all can continue to really reap the full benefit and joy of gratitude. Thank you.